Hey guys, and welcome to another great movie review. Today we are going to be reviewing the show Arrow. Now, I know this is a little bit different in the sense that obviously I do mostly movie reviews, but I wanted to do something different because I realized that I could run out of movies to review. I don't want to go ahead and review older movies and basically run out of material for you guys. So I decided, what better way to spend the time waiting for a new movie to come out than to just do movie reviews in the meantime. And so I've decided that from now every episode I'm going to be going ahead and doing a review on the general season. I'm not going to be doing it episode by episode by episode. Obviously, that would take way too long, and I don't want to waste anybody's time. I could go into depth with it if y'all want. Obviously, this will start from season 1 all the way to season 5. And again, I could go more in depth with it if you guys want me to. If so, let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, that being said, the reason I wanted to go ahead and also do TV show reviews is because I've recently started watching Gotham. I know I might be a little bit behind, but I started watching it on Netflix because my good friend Nadia, who is a Batman fan like I am, absolutely loves the show, and she's always been saying that I need to watch it. So I finally watched the first 3 episodes, and I have to say it's not bad. Now, I never really had a problem with Gotham to begin with. I never really thought it was bad. I just had my own thoughts on it. But that's a story for another day. For now, again, we're going to go ahead and be talking about Arrow. So, for those of you who do not know, Arrow is a show about the DC character Green Arrow, aka Oliver Queen. And I will say that season 1 through 4 have been really, really emotional. Lots of ups, lots of downs, lots of twists, lots of turns. And I'm really, really hoping that season 5 ups the ante. And I really hope that season 5 keeps their promise about going back all the way to bring back the style of season 1, if you will. Now, season 1, in my opinion, obviously was a test run, and I consider that for all the first seasons of every new show is that it's a test run, obviously. And I will say that Arrow's first season, even though it was a test run, was absolutely great. I really loved the first season. I loved the introduction of the characters. They had great introduction. I loved the humor. I loved the outfits. Still love the outfits. And again, it's just the season 1 really started the story off really well, in my opinion, for Arrow, and that just continued into season 2 and 3 and 4. Season 1 basically, in my opinion, season 1 was basically the foundation for what they were going to do, and then they just built on top of that. Now, I will say that not every season is perfect. In my opinion, season 3 was the best season. That's just my opinion. Some people didn't like season 3, some people didn't like season 4, some people thought season 2 was the best. That's perfectly fine. Again, season 1 really introduces the characters, and it sets a certain tone. It sets the tone for them. But then I will say that obviously that over the course of the seasons they change. The tone changes with some of these characters, and they change, and which is to be expected because they grow as characters. And so season 1 brings out basically season 1 gives us already great characters, and the rest of the seasons make them even better, in my opinion. Season 1 also introduces us to Barry Allen, aka The Flash, and I will also be, quick side note, I will also be doing the same thing with the TV show reviews, the season by season, for The Flash as well, considering that Flash is going to be in his 3rd season starting this October. Anyway, in my opinion, Arrow started off this whole superhero thing. And what makes it great is that it is on CW, the channel that used to be the WB, so the channel that used to have Smallville. And so it's really, the channel itself has really grown, and in my opinion it's become the superhero channel, the official superhero channel, in my opinion, considering the fact that now, again, they started with Arrow, now they have Flash, now they have DC, Legends of Tomorrow, now they have Supergirl, and Supergirl was on CBS, and then they, not to, try not to spoil it too much, but things happen, and now Supergirl's on CBS, for those of you who have not caught up. Or Supergirl was on CBS, and something happened, and now she's on CW, where I feel she belongs. And so, again, I believe that the CW is now the official superhero channel of the world, or at least of this nation. And so far they're doing a great job. They've learned from their mistakes, and although I will say sometimes the writing is, sometimes some of the scenes really get to me, and I'm like, writers of CW, But I digress. Season 1 of Arrow, again, as I said, was basically a test run, but it wasn't just a test run for just that show, in my opinion. I have a feeling that they've wanted to bring, all these other shows to life, and they decided to throw something out there and see how it would stick. And it stuck really, really, really well. And so now, again, it's grown, and people love these shows, obviously including me. And so, again, Arrow, the first season of Arrow altogether, with the dialogue was amazing, the writing was amazing, the acting was amazing, obviously. Oliver Queen, played by Steve Amell, Laurel Lance, played by Katie Cassidy, Paul Blackthorne playing Captain Lance, and so on and so forth, and just great characters all around, just great actors and actresses all around. And of course, Stephen Mills is one of my favorite actors out of all of them, besides Grant Gustin, who plays the Flash. Anyway, again, season 1 had great writing, great acting, great scenes, and season 1 also introduces some villains really, really well. Also, we see some of Green Arrow's villains, we see some Batman villains, to be honest, and again, like Deadshot. Deadshot's introduced in season 1, and he's introduced fairly well. Deathstroke's introduced in season 2. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but again, all these villains are actually introduced really, really well, and for the most part, they're still stuck to their story. Now, to be honest with you, I do not know how well. I do not know. Obviously, that the DC Extended Universe, or Cinematic Universe, I'll call it, and the DC TV Universe are completely different. We can tell this because Ezra Miller plays the Flash in the movie universe, while Grant Gustin plays the Flash in the TV universe. Anyway, so there's going to be some slight differences. At times with certain things, and that's perfectly fine. There's just some things that really bug me that they did. I really want to tell you guys, but I can't until season 4 of me doing season 4 review of Arrow. So I'll just stick to season 1 for now, and before I get ahead of myself. But for the most, the point I'm trying to get at is, for the most part, they keep the DC Extended Cinematic Universe and the TV Universe separate as their own separate entities, and you know that it's separate for a fact. And that's the one thing that I think that they have over Marvel, in the sense that, I'll be honest with you guys, I have not seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. yet. I have not. That's on me, you know. But one of the things that I know in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is that Phil Coulson is alive. And that's all well and good. But in the movie universe, he's dead. And it's been said by Joss Whedon, who directed the Avengers movie, that he said, yeah, Phil Coulson's, he's dead, and he no longer exists in the movie universe. That's perfectly fine. That's also perfectly fine. What I do not understand is how they claim that the TV universe and the movie universe, for Marvel, that is, are kind of intertwined. And you can tell this, they don't even have to say it. You can tell this because of certain things, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We find out that the movie universe and the TV universe are intertwined, or at least they're the same universe, due to the fact that in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. it's revealed that Hydra has been taking control of S.H.I.E.L.D. this entire time. Hey, cool, but where else did we hear that? Captain America, Winter Soldier. When it's revealed that Hydra was behind S.H.I.E.L.D. and in control of S.H.I.E.L.D. the entire time. So, they are saying that the movie universe and the TV universe are intertwined, correct? Okay, perfectly fine. So how's Coulson still alive? If he's dead in the movie universe, but the movie universe is intertwined with the TV universe, then how's he still alive? Makes no sense. Not only that, when Director Fury goes into hiding at the end of Winter Soldier, or in the middle of Winter Soldier, he basically transfers directorship to Agent Coulson. So how does movie Nick Fury transfer directorship of this big government organization to a dead person. Unless he's not really dead. We also, another hint, and I'm sorry, I'm going off on a rant here, but I have to. Also, another hint that he's not dead is the fact that the only reason we have Avengers Age of Ultron, or the opening scene where they're in that country, is due to the fact that Agent Coulson in the TV show finds something that gives the Avengers that info on that location. So how can a dead man help them out? Makes no sense. My point, all this being said, my point is that DC keeps the TV universe and the movie universe separate. And they keep it separate really, really well. Unlike Marvel, who try to blend lines and blur lines and, well, the movie universe is this thing, but this is the TV universe and it's its own thing. But it ties into the movie universe. No hating on Marvel. I love Marvel. I do. I love both DC and Marvel. But to me, it's just really confusing. It really is. It really makes me wonder how everything's going to work out for Avengers Infinity War. They've gone on to say that Daredevil won't be in Infinity War, Luke Cage and Elektra and all them won't be in Infinity War. Hey, that's cool, that's fine. But it's like, why not? You're already basically saying that this guy who's supposedly dead in the movie universe is helping them out in the TV universe. Because he's still alive in the TV universe. Anyway, back to what I was saying. DC keeps both universes separate really well, and the TV universe for DC is actually a really great one. I know, obviously, the movie universe for DC hasn't really gotten that good of a rep lately, and hey, that's cool, you know, opinions are opinions. But the movie universe really, really, really sells it. And the movie universe, or the TV universe really, really, really sells it. And the TV universe, I feel, is going to be so much more than it is right now. Yes, it's continuing to grow, and it's continuing to grow, but hey, you know what? I have a feeling it's going to grow even more. And it's all because of Arrow. It's all because of that first step that they took and said, hey, you know what? Let's introduce Arrow. And then, hey, let's introduce Flash. Hey, let's do Legends of Tomorrow. Hey, you know what? CBS has Supergirl. Bring her over. You know? And so I feel like Arrow basically started it all. And again, season 1, while it may not be the best season, it's still a very decent season. In just one season, literally just one season, you see these characters grow. In just one season. Usually it takes a bit longer, in my opinion, but for the most part, these characters do grow. And at the end of the season, and leading into the second season, they grow even more. And again, it's just, I really hope that Arrow goes on, you know, basically forever. I know it can't, but I hope so. I hope Arrow goes on. I hope all these shows go on for as long as possible. And I wish all the actors and actresses the best. And for you guys who haven't seen it, I highly recommend seeing Arrow. Obviously starting off from the first season. I recommend seeing all these shows. And in case you don't know what they are, Arrow, Flash, DC Legends of Tomorrow, and then coming this October, Supergirl. I highly recommend seeing all of them. I really do. Especially if you're a fan of DC. Even if you're not a fan of DC, I still recommend them. Because every scene is amazing, and the effects are amazing. The dialogue is great. All in all, I give Season 1 of Arrow an 8 out of 10. Now, nothing is perfect. There was some problems with, I feel, with the first season, in the sense of, I feel like they try to make Oliver do too much, in my opinion, but that's just me. But other than that, solid 8 out of 10, and I highly recommend seeing Arrow and Flash to anybody out there. Alright guys, next time I will be doing a review on the first season of The Flash. So get ready for that one. I'm going to go ahead and do that one starting Wednesday. I'm going to do that one Wednesday, so again, keep an eye out for that one. If you guys have any more shows you'd like to recommend me, or any other movies you'd like to recommend me to do a review on, feel free to leave a comment down below. And I'll be more than happy to check it out, whether it's on Netflix, or just DVD, whatever. I'll be more than happy to check it out, watch it, and get my review on it. Alright guys, this has been another great movie review. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.